everyone, welcome back to the channel. Wishing you all Merry Christmas in advance. So the new year is just a week away and I think this is the right time to drop this goal setting video. It's time to set goals, and this year I'm very excited because I'm going to use my favorite planner, the Tiny Changes planner, to set my goals, and that is what I'm going to share with you all. So when I got the Tiny Changes planner and reviewed it on my channel, so many of you loved it and you told me in the comment section and also DM'd me on Instagram that you are in absolute love with this planner. You have bought this planner for yourself, you are excited to fill this up, and a lot of you asked me for suggestions, asked me how I am planning to fill it up, and basically wanted me to share with you guys how I am doing it. And I was also fascinated by this planner. I mentioned this in the review that it is one of the most scientific planners that I have ever seen, and I thought it is the best one to set up goals. Now I think goal setting needs to be very smart and scientific because only then we will be able to achieve them. Yes, we set a lot of goals for ourselves every year, but some of them are just never fulfilled because we just don't take the right steps, we just don't design the roadmaps to achieve those goals. And this planner actually allows you to do that, and that is why I'm going to use this planner to set my goals and I'm going to share them with you guys. Also, before I start the video, let me tell you there can be a little sound issue with today's video. Please don't mind that because I did not stay up late in the night to shoot this video and there is some construction work going on in my apartment, so yeah, kindly excuse that, but I promise you guys it's a super value packed video, so don't miss watching it till the end. Now the first section of this planner is called Life Compass, and the first 2 pages are for answering all the questions that you need to answer to understand your true self. I decided to take some time and answer these slowly because at the end it helped me to understand who I truly am and also who I want to become after a year. The next section is called My Life Achievements, and here you can write down about 30 achievements that you have accomplished in your life. Now this is very interesting because when you have the option to write down that many, it is easy for you to acknowledge the smaller things along with the bigger things that you have accomplished, and acknowledging all these things actually make you very happy, proud and satisfied. I decided to write down 15, but I am sure I will fill up the rest in the coming year. Now on the very next page, you can make a master list of goals, and again you have options of writing down 30 goals. So from taking a Europe trip to having a pet, you can write down about every big or small goals that you have in your life. The next exercise is a little time consuming. So there is a list of 120 core values, and from that I had to choose 5, and I decided to dedicate enough amount of time to find this out because I think all our goals and intentions are set based on our core values. So I picked 5 main core values, but along with that I picked a few more that I think associate with my personality. And then I also turned these core values into actionable core values following this exercise. Now this exercise is for assessing the current quality of our lives. Because I am using this planner to set goals, I thought it's really important for me to understand where I am right now in 4 different areas of my life, because I want to set goals that will help me to become a better person in future. So for the 4 different areas, body, mind, relationship and the world around me, I decided to rate myself in different sub areas and then just write down the total score. I think currently I am satisfied with the kind of rating that I have given myself, but also in the future I want to do better, and I will keep this in mind while I set my goals. The last page for this section is called Key Learnings for last year. Whenever I fill up a planner, I want to write this thing down, because whatever we want to do in the coming year, it should come from the learnings that we have learned in the past year. And I think 2021 taught me a lot. It just gave me a lot of experience, and answering these questions actually helped me to acknowledge all those things. The next section is called Goals Roadmap, which is the most important section of this planner for me. And as the first exercise, I wrote down my top 10 big goals, and then based on the time that it may take, the effort that I have to put in, and most importantly, the impact that it can create, I scored them all. And I was supposed to pick top 3, but then 2 of them tied. And also for me, they are nearly similar. They kind of hold similar places in my list. So I picked 4 goals in total. Okay, I'm back here because this particular section needs a little extra explanation. So this is basically the roadmap for your goal. 3 pages for 3 different goals, and you just chalk out the roadmap that you need to follow to achieve them. And I'm going to share one of them with you guys in detail, because I genuinely want you guys to know about my goal, and also I want to share it with you so that even if you don't have this planner, you can create this roadmap for yourself. Now the first part is for you to write down your goal in detail, like whatever the goal is for you. For me, it is making YouTube a full-time career, that is earning money out of YouTube and also other social media platforms. So basically becoming a social media personality. The next section is why I want to achieve this goal. This why is very important. I think when you answer the why, you just can achieve anything if your intentions are right. For me, it is because I want to work freely. I want to become my own boss. I want to decide how much I want to earn every month, how much time I want to invest every month, and that is one of the major reasons why I'm doing it. Now in the next section, I need to write down about the 3 major milestones that I need to achieve in order to fulfill this goal. Now the first milestone is finding out the content that is genuinely working on my channel and just doing more of that. And for that, the most important step is doing a lot of research, understanding the SEO better, and just doing the research and finding out what's actually working. The second milestone is leveling up the quality as well as the quantity of videos that I'm putting on my channel. And for that, the most important step is again doing research, but at the same time just improving the way I edit, improving my skills, and also improving the camera that I have and the software that I'm using and all of that. And the last milestone is working with brands, which will help me to earn money, which is probably the last step towards achieving this goal. And for that, I need to mail brands and talk about deals. Maybe I need to connect with more people over LinkedIn, and all these things together will help me to fulfill this goal. Now next, I wrote down about the support that I need to fulfill this goal. For me, I think I need 2 major support. Now till now, this is like a solo venture for me, right? I do everything by myself, but if I want to level up, then maybe I will need 2 help. So the number 1 will be hiring someone to shoot my videos, to edit them, and also to generate more content ideas. Now right now I'm not earning anything out of YouTube, so I cannot also invest a lot of money, but at the same time I need to invest a little money to just improve the quality. So there needs to be a balance between the 2. And also I need to improve the quality of equipments that I'm using or software that I'm using, and also just that, like the things that I need in order to achieve this goal are these 2 things. Next, I wrote down about the impact that achieving this goal may create. So these are basically the changes that may occur once I achieve this goal. And lastly, in the reward section, I wrote down about the tiny little thing that I will do for myself and my family once I achieve this goal. I think these two sections actually helps me to understand why I'm so passionate about this goal and will motivate me more to achieve it. So similarly, I wrote down about the other two goals too, not sharing all the detail with you guys because the step is just the same. But after that, there is this section called improvement plan for quality of life. Now again, there are 4 subsections: mind, body, relationship and the world around me. And for each of these sections, there is a part where I need to write down about the habits that I want to develop or I want to break, and the tiny steps that I need to take in order to do that. Now if you have read the book Atomic Habits, you probably already know this, that for achieving certain things or to develop certain habits or to break certain habits, we don't need to do big things. There are little habits that we can develop, little steps that we can take in order to achieve them or break them, and that is how this page is designed. So I wrote down about all the things that I want to achieve, all the habits that I want to develop or break, and then also the tiny actions that I want to take on a regular basis in order to make that successful. The next page is called Ideal Week Design. Honestly, I did not know what to fill up over here, so left it blank because right now my life is a mess. Even I don't know how a day will be, so I cannot plan out my entire day like this for the entire year. So I'm leaving it blank for now. Maybe once I have more control over my life, I will fill this up. But the next section is for designing a day. And again here there are 4 sections: day routine, night routine, work day beginning routine and work day end routine. Now instead of just making a very strict routine for myself, I wrote down about the things that I need to do in the morning or at the night, and then I also allotted certain time for each of these actions. And once I did that, I realized that okay, for doing all these things I need 3 hours in the morning every day. So if I have 4.5 hours in the morning just for myself, I can utilize 3 hours to do these things. These are non-negotiable. I want to do them every single day, and after that whatever free time that I have, I can utilize that in whatever way I want to do. Now coming to the planning pages, this is for monthly and weekly planning. I will plan all these things out once I start filling this up in the new year. But the first section of this planning page is for calendars and dates to remember. Now in this section there are these monthly calendars and there is a blank page at the end of each month. So in the coming year, I'm planning to take up one new challenge every month and see how I do. So I will write about that challenge at that note section, and then I will strike out the days when I'm being able to just take that challenge up, and on days when I'm failing, so I will just make a note of it, so that at the end of the year I will have an idea of everything that I did throughout the year and how I performed. And the last section is called the helicopter view. Now this helicopter view was also there in the ink bucket planner. I told you guys it's a very unique idea, and that one I'm going to use to track my mood, and over here I am going to track my productivity. Now I know it sounds a little vague, even I am a little unclear about how I'm going to rate myself, but I think every day I'm either productive or, like, it's not 0 or 10, right? Like, we are at least doing some productive things, if not all. So based on that, I'm going to rate myself, not to judge myself, but just to understand how I function throughout the year. Maybe I'm more productive on certain days than other. I just want to understand this pattern. So that is how I'm going to use these pages. So that's all for setting up this planner. Honestly, there's so much more in this planner, and once I start filling it up in the coming year, I will write down more and just plan out every week and every month, and I'm so excited about that. Maybe I will do another review 3 or 4 months into the new year, so that I can show you how I am using it and how it is helping me to plan out all the challenges that I will take up and just to achieve all the goals, and all of that I will do a detailed review. But for now, this is how I have set up the planner. Do let me know what you think, and also share how you are setting it up. I would love to know your stories. If you are posting it on Instagram, don't forget to tag me. I will definitely share that. And yeah, that is basically it. Have a very amazing Christmas and New Year ahead. I will see you guys very soon. Till then, take care and bye bye.